Hi, morning. Right, just a quick one because I promised you in my last video that I was going to show you a work in progress. Like I said before, this is not for validation and it's not really for anybody else other than me because it's something that I enjoy to do or enjoy doing. But it was once again just to encourage you that the most important thing is that it's something that you love to do and that you enjoy. So like I said yesterday, I am not particularly good at landscapes, recreation of things that are realistic. I'm no good at perspective even. I am no, it's just not realistic. And at the moment, my painting's a little bit childlike. But I wanted to show you because I said I would show you. At some stage, I'll probably be doing more of it today. And eventually, it'll look a lot more like the one that I did for my brother. So almost like a misted out version of the view, kind of messed up version of the view, which kind of clouds the issue that I have that I'm not the best artist by any means, but it's kind of fun, and that's what I'm trying to encourage you to do, regardless of what other people think of what it is that you create. If you like it, that's the most important thing, but also it's the process. So if you actually enjoy creating something and the process, and even if the end product is, you know, not really what you'd hoped for, because to be fair, with the paintings that I've done, has it turned out how in my mind's eye I thought it would turn out? Yeah, absolutely not. But I had kind of fun. So anyway, so the view that I've kind of recreated is one at Lake Como, and it's Villa Monterosa. Monterosa, I need to look that up really. But like I said, me and my daughter went there last year. Absolutely incredible place. If you ever are fortunate enough to get a chance to go visit Lake Como, please do, because it's just utterly breathtaking. I remember when we were on the train, because we trained it round Italy, which was great fun. Their trains are really organised. So getting around is actually really easy, a bit stressful because in our wisdom we took 20 kilogram cases with us, and I'd mentioned previously I'd been poorly, so my poor daughter had to lug 40 kilograms around with her on and off trains because I couldn't manage. But anyway, so yeah, the train approach, I think it's from Varenna to Lake Como. I think it's Varenna anyway. You get the train from Milan to Varenna and then onto Lake Como. As you reach the foot of the lake, as it were, the views, we were speechless. You know, it's quite a moving experience, even though you're on a train, you're just looking out the window. Yeah, the whole area is just gorgeous. So if you do get a chance, definitely go. But anyway, I took a gazillion photographs, and this is one that I'm trying to recreate. I actually took 3 shots of the villa. So what you see in the picture isn't any one photograph, any one view, because there was things in one photograph that I wanted to include in the other, so I kind of made a bit of a mash up of it. But anyway, I'll kind of try and, I don't know whether or not I'll just spin it round maybe. You can probably see it in the background. Like I say, it's a bit childlike, and part of me is tempting to be a bit embarrassed, but I'm trying really hard to not be embarrassed because that's not what it's about. Yeah, I think when it comes to, I don't know what it is about, drawing, painting, anything that you've made, I've always found that I've made excuses, not being particularly, I don't know, worried about what people will say. In fact, actually, I was showing my boss the other day because he said, what are you going to do with your day off? And I said, I'm going to do some painting, but not painting the house. I'm actually going to paint a picture. And he said, oh, show me what you do. And I was like semi-mortified. because I thought, oh my God, you know, what's he going to say? So I was showing him, you know, the photograph of the Amalfi Coast that I recreated for my brother's picture, and also this one for Lake Como, and I showed him, and I was kind of like dying inside slightly because I was waiting for the kind of response or ooh, but you know, he was really, really kind, and he said to me, you should be proud. What an amazing thing that you've decided to do. Just be proud of it. And I was like, oh wow, that's really cool. Like I said before, I'm not doing this for validation. I don't need validation when I'm painting a picture. Yeah, sure, it's cool if people say, yeah, that's really lovely, I really love that. But as long as I like it, that's all that really matters. But anyway, I'm going to try and spin it round. Like I said, I'm not really good at this. I don't know whether or not to actually try and stand in it and show you. So no, actually, I'm going to spin it round. Let me just, you'll probably see my fat head come into view. Right, oh, okay. No, that's just woeful, innit? I've actually bought myself a selfie stick, but typically I've not read the instructions, so I've literally got, it's got a tripod and everything with it, batteries, a whole lot. I've got no idea. Right, okay, so I'm crap at this. So I'm going to try and do it while I'm in the picture. So I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? I have no idea until I play this back if you can see that. So that's a mishmash of three views across the lake, three photographs I took. One of them, to be fair, was more of this angle here, where you could see a lot of the sort of the green foliage and the villa in the background. And then the other one that I took didn't have any of the green foliage in it whatsoever. It just had all these glorious, it was a huge, God, you know, I don't even know what the plant was. I'll need to Google that. Huge, the most beautiful tree with gorgeous pink flowers. But I wanted kind of the green at the front and I wanted the pink up at the top. So that's why I decided to mash them. But as I say, like it's only an infant stage. Because I can't do things realistically, my proportions are way out. I mean, the villa itself is, in the photographs, it's actually a lot skinnier, and the windows are a lot, you know, slimmer. But for whatever reason, my brain doesn't work like that. I find it very difficult somebody actually said to me, why didn't you draw it on grids? Which is a good idea, but at the same time, part of me thinks, well, I'm not trying to recreate the perfect picture, because I'm not that good when it comes to stuff like that. But anyway, so this is like all kind of heavily textured. You know, to be fair, I'm actually painting in my outhouse. I don't know if you can see, it's really old, about 100 years old. We're going to renovate it at some point, so then it's more of a tidy space. At the moment, we've kind of got it as like a gym area, a bit of a workshop. I mean, it's not massive, but it gives me a chance to actually paint without creating too much drama in the house. Although I did actually spill some paint on the we've got like the patio outside is like, I think it's sandstone, which is really porous. And when I was cleaning my stuff up the other night, I ran through to the kitchen with all my paintbrushes and stuff, and I flicked it all over the patio, and there's one bit I can't get off. So I've got a big blue blob now on my sandstone patio, which is not great. Plus the fact I plastered the sink. So yeah, by and large, I'm probably safer outside in this kind of environment where it doesn't matter if I flick paint everywhere. Having said that, when we've actually done it, and we've got a new floor and everything, I'm going to have to be really careful. But I understand you can get sheets and dust sheets, plastic sheets, all sorts of stuff that you can use. Anyway, I digress. At some point, I'll come out again today. Sorry, God, what I was saying is my paint's not dry, so I've just stuck my finger in it, just to kind of show you that it, you know, I was trying to show you how textured it was, and I've stuck my finger in it, it's still wet, and I did that several days ago. Probably need to think about that, getting like some sort of heater in here just to heat it up, because like I say, it's a 100-year-old brick building, and it we haven't got any heating in here at the minute. So not necessarily an ideal situation when you're trying to paint. But the whole idea is that I'm gonna really layer it up and sort of mess it up, as it were. So then it's almost like a shadow of that view that becomes quite distorted. The reason that I've decided to do that is because actually when I did it with my brother's painting, I did it out of frustration because I didn't know I knew what view I wanted to create. In my mind's eye, I knew how I wanted it to look, and it just didn't work out that way. So like I said on my first video, I ended up sobbing over it, and I got it all wet and actually liked how it looked. So then I started flicking paint, running paint, and actually put a lot of water on it, and I really like the effect that it's created. So I'm going to do something similar. So then you've just got the essence of the view rather than me trying to recreate, the view so that it looks perfect. But anyway, so I'll let you go and have an amazing day. And then I will report back when I've done a little bit more on my painting. Like I say, I don't love it at the moment, and I certainly wouldn't hang it in any room in my house, but it's a work in progress, and that's the main thing. So have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.